Dear viewers, let us know something about the question paper pattern and how to solve that question paper. So, see, uh, here we have these objectives to discuss about the question paper solving and about its pattern. So, I would like to enable students to know third semester English question paper pattern, because it is very important for the success of a student in the examination. If one knows better what is the structure, what is the pattern of the question paper, he will be well prepared and he will perform better in the examination. So, it is to enable the students to be aware of question types in semester exam. So, because question paper will have different types of questions. There may be annotation, there may be short notes, there may be essay type answers. Like this, there shall be different types, and those types should be known in advance to every student so that he can perform better. And also, it is to enable students marks allotted, students to know marks allotted to textbook and workbook. So that is very important, because on the basis of that you will have to give importance to the part of the text which carries more number of marks. See, the textbook contains three parts, two parts. One is poetry, another is prose. And for the other part, section C, the business communication, there shall be another book that is called workbook. So, in the textbook, there shall be 5 poems, and there will be 5 prose units. And these two parts will carry 50 marks. Let us see. Section A, poetry. So, under section A, you will have to answer annotation. Annotation means reference to context. So, it has its own method. You have to follow that while you are annotating the lines that are extracted from a poem. That you have to mention the you have to identify the poem with its title, and you have to identify the poet who has written that poem, and then those lines you have to explain what do they mean, and also you have to explain how their meaning is connected with the total theme of the poem. As well, whose voice is this in those lines, and that's also very important. And also location, where exactly these lines appear in a poem, whether they appear in the beginning or in the middle or in the end. If you know exactly the number of the line, you have to locate it, and that is the very best method of annotating the lines. As for the quantity of the annotation is concerned, you will have to write it at least in more than half a page or less than 1 page. So that would be sufficient, because it carries just 4 marks. So it carries just 4 or 5 marks. That's why it should be more than half a page or less than 1 page. That is sufficient. And then under poetry section, there shall be another type of the question that you will have to answer in 1.5 a page or in 300 words, like that. And there, see, you will have to write it in 2 pages or 1.5 a page. And on prose, see, there is one question: answer any 2 of the following in 250 words each. Means you will have to answer 2. There shall be choice. Out of 3, you will have to choose any 2 and answer them. And that consists of the questions for 8 marks. Total it carries 16 marks. Then the short answer is also to be written by you on prose section. So it carries 4 marks and it should be in less than 1 page. That is sufficient. Then section C contains these contents. That is C, writing skills, or it is also business communication. So here there are some of the letters: enquiries, quotations, orders, complaints, credit inquiry, debt collection, bank correspondence, circulars. So these are the different types of letters you will have to learn, and each letter will carry 5 marks, and that's why the half of the marks is allotted only to section C, and that becomes very important. Here 8 of the letters will be asked. You will have to answer 6 out of them. So each will carry 5 marks. So out of 8 you will have to answer 6, and that will be 30 marks. And other 2 questions will be job application with curriculum vitae. That is one more question separately. It has to be answered. Here there is no choice, and it also carries 5 marks. And another question is that explain the meaning of any 5 commercial and computer terms. There will be 8 words given, terms will be given, and out of those 8 terms you will have to explain any 5. Each carries 1 mark. So these 2 questions are compulsory, and other 6 questions you will have to answer out of 8 questions. So this is the question paper pattern, and this is how you have to make a plan to solve the question paper in the examination. And before examination you will have to solve some of the question papers at home, and wherever you find the doubts you will contact your teachers and get them clarified. Okay, when you come to know these things of syllabus as well as the question paper pattern, how it helps you? See, you will be able to understand the question paper pattern, and when you understand the question paper pattern, you will get an idea what kind of different answers you are going to write. If you get that idea, it helps you to prepare specifically for short note, prepare specifically for essay type answers, prepare for annotations. Then you will perform so well in the examination, and it results in a very good scoring of marks. So the students will be able to answer the questions properly, because some of the students usually go wrong while answering the questions if they don't know the pattern of the question paper. ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವ ಟೈಪ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರಂತ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಹೋಗಿ 4 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಗೆ 2 ಪೇಜ್ 3 ಪೇಜ್ ಗಟ್ಟಲೆ ಉತ್ತರ ಬರೋದು 8 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ 10 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಗೆ ಕೇವಲ ಅರ್ಧ ಪೇಜ್ ಉತ್ತರ ಬರೋದು, ಈ ಥರದ ಒಂದು ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ತಪ್ಪುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಈ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆನ್ಸರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ವೆರಿ systematic if you know the pattern of the question paper in advance, and if you know the different types of the questions in advance. So this is how you will have to prepare for any type of an examination. It's not only for our academic examination, even for competitive examinations also you will have to prepare on the basis of the pattern of the question paper. So if you don't know the pattern of the question paper, you will be ignorant of the different types of questions to be answered in the examination. And if you are ignorant about the different types of questions, you will never know how to prepare for the different types of questions. So knowing the types of questions helps you to prepare for that type of question in a systematic way, in a scientific way, so in a logical way, so that brings you a greater success than you expect. So this is what you have to learn out of the question paper pattern. See, uh, what type of question requires what quantity of answer? What type of question requires what kind of the style, or what kind of the style of expression it requires? That will have its own structure, its own method. According to that method, you have to write your answer, and that kind of an answer would be more attractive to the valuer. And when the valuer becomes more attractive, automatically he will award more number of marks. And this is how all the rank students will get a good number of marks, because they concentrate more upon the pattern of the question paper and also the structure of the syllabus, and according to these two they will prepare for the examination, and that preparation will become systematic. And that systematic preparation usually makes a student successful in performing well in the examination. So with this, let us put an end to this video. Thank you.